Hello, Miss Yoda. Game show what? What do you mean, Lethal? You lost me. Nope, not yet, I don't, Lethal. Not yet. Hey, Del, what's good, my dear? Oh, Twisted, you're like fifth, sixth, somewhere in there. Fifth, sixth, somewhere in there. All right, give me one more minute, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll start the intro up and get things going.
Just make sure that you tune in to List Wits. You're watching List Wits. If you're believing in my word, just make sure that you tune in to List Wits.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody, welcome to Wednesday night list night. Hope you guys are all doing well. For me, it's been an interesting 2 days. Plain and simple. Plain and simple, it's been an interesting 2 days. As you guys saw by the title, or hopefully you saw by the title, this is not how you run a pub quiz. And no, we are not referring to ourselves. For those of you that don't know, I'm a big fan of what used to be on the Sci-Fi Channel, called Drinking Geeks That Drink, or Drinking with Geeks. I forget what it is now. And they kept renaming it to Geeks That Drink and everything else. Well, I found out a couple of months ago that they actually did 3 bars here in St. Louis, and I did absolutely nothing to Cooney. I did nothing to Cooney. Cooney is alive and well. Ironically, I had forgotten that Nerdy had George Cooney. So I was going to wear this Saturday, or at least for part of Saturday, and I kind of forgot about it. So I put it on today, not realizing that George Cooney was going to show up in, well, now you know where George Cooney's cousin went. But yeah, like I said, it has been a very interesting couple of days. Like I said, for those of you that know, when we had Nerf Fest in Austin, I found out the night I'd gotten there that Geeks with Drinks was at a local bar. Well, I was too exhausted to go, and it just had to be on the night I arrived in Austin, because I basically got there one day ahead. And I'm walking Austin the next day, and I see the sign, like, damn it, I really wanted to see what it was like here. And then I got to thinking, and I said, I've never actually been to one in St. Louis. Well, the reason is, as you guys know, my show used to be on Tuesdays, and I moved it to Wednesdays so I could get in and watch Moneymaker. Well, last night I decided I was going to go watch Drinks That Geek. No, not yet. Not yet, Lethal. It will at some point, just not yet. Wait, I do the Snidely Whiplash thing. There we go. And so I go to this place. Now, 6th Street is a lot different than Delmar Loop here in St. Louis. Delmar Loop is not a bar place. It's not a college bar place for the most part. It's more of a bar and restaurant thing. And I knew that going in. So I decide last night, I'm going to go watch Geeks That Drink. And I leave right out of the office. It's about 4 miles to the bar from my office, and it takes me about 20 minutes to get there during rush hour, which is no problem. I'm going to get there a little early. And if you guys saw the Instagram account, you guys know I'm a big fan of vinyl. And God, there were like 4 albums I really, really wanted. I saw the vinyl album for Guardians of the Galaxy 2, the 2 vinyl albums for the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and then the Spider-Man Homecoming album. And these were just the 4 that I found, because I'm a soundtrack guy. I mean, I want my soundtracks on vinyl. And I'm like, I so badly wanted them. But I'm like, nope, I'm going to pay for drinks tonight. I'm going to play a little trivia, hopefully, and so on and so forth. So I skip buying all the stuff in the vinyl record shop that I want, and I'm thinking I will be back. And I happen to walk down the street, and what do you know? There's a comic book store right there about a block down. So I step into the comic book store, and it's kind of one of those multi-tier things. You got Pops here, you got board games here, you got comics over there, and you got like one shelf of figures. Nothing that really grabs me. Nothing that really grabs me. So I'm like, I basically waste about an hour in there looking around. I'm not buying anything in this place because it's just not worth it. So then I head over to the bar. And this bar is a St. Louis classic bar. It's called Blueberry Hill. And basically Chuck Berry played there. Jay-Z played there. Rihanna has played there, so on and so forth. And I don't know what to expect, because as long as I've lived here, I've never actually gone into Blueberry Hill. So I go into Blueberry Hill, And the first thing you see when you get on the board or walk in the door is Chuck Berry posters lined up. And I'm like, it makes sense. It's Chuck Berry. He's got one of Chuck Berry's guitars in the window case. And I'm like, all right, this is pretty cool. I'm liking this so far. You step around the corner, it says, take a seat anywhere you want. And I'm like, all right, so that's fine. And they got one big bar in the middle of the room. And I go and I sit down at the bar. And I swear, Nerdy joked, and I'm not even calling it a joke anymore, that I am freaking cursed with bartenders. Okay? I go to the guy and I say, okay, what is this bar's specialty? What is the specialty of the Blueberry Hill Bar? I'm thinking it's got to be something having to do with blues, blueberries, musical shots, something. That's what I'm thinking. Well, I don't really have one. Are you serious? I didn't ask what you had. I asked what the bar had as their special drink, because that's one thing I did learn, is that bars also have their own special mix that they make. And he goes, no, don't really have one. I will tell you everything I make is potent, though. And I'm like, oh, what the hell? What the hell have I done? So I'm like, all right, dude, I don't care what's in it. Just make me a mystery drink. Yep, I said the mystery drink word. And he's like, well, okay, what do you drink? And I'm like, you son of a... Do you not understand the words that come out of my mouth? I don't care what's in it. Okay? Yeah, hold on, Twisted. It gets better. And he's like, well, are you a vodka guy, a rum guy? So I turn to him and I say, what is your signature drink? What is it that you make in this bar better than anybody? I don't know. I just know they're potent. Oh my God. I swear I am cursed with bartenders. I swear I am. No, this is George Clooney's cousin. This is George Clooney's cousin. Um, and it was like, I don't care. And he says, well, how about something with Jameson's in it? I'm like, cool. I can do Jameson's. I like Jameson's. All right, you give me something special with Jameson's. This bartender makes me a freaking whiskey Mai Tai. I am not joking you. A Mai Tai. I'm like, what the hell? Okay, it gets even better. So I'm sitting there, and he's basically talking to one of his friends at the bar, and he basically, yes, I am the anti-nerdy when it comes to bartenders, because it gets even worse. So he's talking to this guy who's sitting next to him, and he's talking about how he's been sober for 4 years now, and I'm thinking, okay, that makes a little more sense. So I basically get a quick bite to eat. I'm fine with that. And he takes off. He's around the back somewhere. So I finish the Mai Tai. I go to the second bartender. And I ask him, okay, dude, I asked him, I didn't really get anything. What is your specialty drink? Just whatever I can make? No. What do you make specifically that nobody else makes? Just some strong stuff, man. And at this point, one of the busboys walks up to the bar, and I guess he's another one of the bartender busboys. He goes, make him a Sandinista. And I'm like, at least this guy offered something. He's like, all right, I can make a Sandinista. And he makes me the Sandinista. And I'm thinking, this is not good. This is not good right now. Because like I said, I'm sitting there waiting to go downstairs to go watch to either participate or watch the trivia. So he gives me the drink, and he basically loads this thing down with pepper. He loads it down with pepper. And it's like, it's a fine drink until you get to the last bit. And you kind of realize all the pepper that kind of was garnish sank to the bottom. And I wasn't paying attention, and I just gulped the last swallow, and my lips went dry. I mean, they went totally dry. And I'm like, oh my God, what? This is not turning into good. No. You don't get it, LFO. Something I kind of learned, I was trying to learn from Nerdy, is how to get a bartender to give you what they're really good at. So he steps away, and I get the third bartender. And I go, dude, what's your special? What is it did you make better than these other two guys do? And he's like, what do you drink? And I'm like, can you not answer the question? Can you not answer the question? I said, I just want your best mystery drink. And he's like, all right, I'll give you my best mystery drink. Finally, somebody that basically didn't make it like I was pulling teeth. And he gives me a cherry limeade or something. And it's like, it's not bad. It's like, it got rid of the pepper stuff. And I said, dude, you mind if I go look around before, because I know the trivia starts in about 30 minutes. What time does everybody show up? He says, oh, they start coming in about 7, and then it will get really busy. And I'm like, all right, cool. And I said, it's all right. I walk around with the drink in the bar. I'm going to have to, Nerdy. I'm going to have to, because like I said, you go 0 for 3. There's something wrong with this picture. Now, I didn't get as many pictures as I wanted to because both my cameras were dying. It is. It's me versus the bartenders. At some point, I am going to find a bartender that can pull me a flaming Dr. Pepper. That I am. So, and like I said, I get credit for finding the flaming Dr. Pepper one because that was my choice. Just so you know. All right, Norris, have yourself a good one, my friend. So I start walking around the bar. This bar is actually pretty damn huge. And like I said, I only got about 4 pictures last night because the camera was going bad. But you walk in, the room you're in, you got cabinet full of stuff, which was pretty amazing in itself. But it was kind of like, yeah, okay. Up against one wall, it's a whole line of St. Louis and St. Louis Blues memorabilia. Well, I'll get to that in a minute, Chris. They didn't offer me the green drink. They didn't offer me the green drink, which is what I found out later. All right. So in Blueberry Hill, in the big room, the big restaurant part of the room with the bar, I'm looking, and they have 2 cabinets of shelves of wrestling figures. Not just wrestling figures. For those of you that don't know, okay, there is a figure of one of my favorite bad guys of all time, Kamala. There are 2 variants of Kamala. There's one with the moon and one with the star. And basically one of them is extraordinarily, and I mean extraordinarily rare. I mean, you can't find it in good condition anywhere. I'm looking down the shelves, and I look down on the bottom shelf, and what do I see? The freaking rare Kamala piece leaning over, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm hooked on the collectibles. Right now, I'm hooked on the collectibles. They had everything from the 50s, 60s, 70s. I mean, wrestling figures galore. I think they had a Bruno Sammartino one of the first ones, and it looked in pristine condition. It was absolutely incredible. So I get down and I do some more looking around, and the pictures I did take in the second bar room or the second part of the restaurant, there are old TV comics on the wall. Lone Ranger, I Love Lucy, The Green Hornet, Bonanza. I mean, these are classic comics. Or what did they call them back then? It wasn't art novel. There was another term for them. I can't think of it off the top of my head. And my jaw just drops. I see Lone Ranger #1 or #2 on the wall. I'm a big Lone Ranger guy. And I'm like, oh my God. Then I turn around and I look up, and there are some old Batmans, Wonder Womans, Supermans, Justice Leagues. Holy crapola. There weren't a lot of comics in this store, in the bar, but there were a ton of them. And at this point, I'm having collector's overload. Because they had a Hank Aaron second year card. And I'm like, oh my God. Okay. I got to get out of here. I got to go down to the trivia room and see what they're doing. So at that point, I'm down in the trivia room. And I walk to the back wall, and the whole wall, as you guys saw from the photo, the room is called the Elvis room. The whole wall in the back, from left to right, is nothing but Elvis memorabilia. Nothing but. I think my favorite had to be the Elvis board game. Yes, there was an Elvis board game that was made. And it was open, had it laid out, none of the pieces on it, and the box right there. If you check the Instagram account, you will see most of it as best as I could do. All right, so that's the collectibles. Now, we're going to come back to the trivia, the pub quiz in a little bit, because I am going to really rant and rave on these guys. And I'm probably going to do it during one of the non-talkie games, because it is time, ladies and gentlemen, to get things started for you guys tonight. Hello, Supergirl. How you doing, my dear? And as always, ladies and gentlemen, we start each and every episode with our 4-letter word. And give me 1 minute as I get Nightbot ready and available. Like I said, I'm gonna talk about some of the trivia stuff here very shortly, because yeah, the Drinking with Geeks crowd, the crowd wasn't bad, but it was very, very disappointing. And yes, Chris, this is where the green drink comes in. This is where the green drink comes in. And if I had known about this, they should have offered it to me to start with. But no. But yeah, this bar's got its own concert, like 3 concert rooms. I forget what they were called. Collectibles galore, including Beatles memorabilia, which was absolutely amazing. Hey, how are we doing? All right, ladies and gentlemen, as always, we start with the 4-letter word of the evening. And, I got to move Rose Poster out of the way. The 4-letter word, ladies and gentlemen, is this word that goes right down the middle. Jeff, how are we doing, my friend? Each letter completes one of the words going across. And again, I'm apologizing for the glare. I thought I had moved something to get rid of that earlier, but apparently I had missed. There we go. That's a little better for now. So the first letter, ladies and gentlemen, completes the word at the top. The second letter completes the second word. The third letter completes the third word. And the last letter completes the word at the bottom. See, I haven't even gotten everything I want to talk about today. So while you guys are guessing, I'm going to keep talking. That's the way it works. That's how we keep things rolling, or how a quiz should keep things rolling. The Elvis room, the Duck room. Let's see. Those are the 2 big ones, and they've got a third one. I can't remember the name of the third one now. I don't know if it's in the same building or if it's connected to the building. All right. All right, I gotta get that taken care of so I can say this. Now we come to the trivia drinks with geek or drinking with geeks who drink whatever. And like I said, the reason I had moved my show from Tuesday to Wednesday was so I could watch Moneymaker on Tuesdays. Well, little did I know that my other place that I like going to, which is called Pieces, does Drinking with Geeks on Wednesdays. And I'm like, I've moved once, I can't move again. Damn it! And I didn't find this out till after I had moved over. And I'm like, I can't change my show. I may take a Wednesday off one day to go, but I'm not rearranging my schedule just so I can go to Pieces to go play or watch Drinking with Geeks. So I get downstairs into the Elvis room, and the only two people are in there are one waitress and the pub quiz mistress. That's my word for it right now. Okay, and uh, the waitress comes up to me, and she basically, or I sit down at one of the tables, and the waitress comes up to me and says, "Are you playing?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just here to watch tonight. I want to see how it goes." And she's like, "All right, that's fine." And she basically puts water pitchers on the tables of the teams that are playing. And I'm thinking, all right, that's how you know who's here, who's playing, who's not. But I'm not going to keep the table from somebody that's playing. So I get up and go stand over by the TV to watch. And then people start coming in. And then they start offering what they call uh, auditions. Say if you're auditioning, come up to the trivia table. So I'm watching. I'm intentionally not paying attention to anything they say. And eventually the room pretty much fills up. Now, picture how tall I am. I will tell you right now, I couldn't move around in the Elvis room without ducking. That was one thing. It was basically if I moved too far, I hit one of the beams in their Elvis room basement, and I actually did twice. All right, so they start the intro or the get everybody in. Everybody gets like a pad of paper, an answer pad, and something else, and they start doing the auditions. And what the auditions are people literally would come up and ask 5 or 6 trivia questions that the room could shout the answers out to. And a couple of them are actually kind of funny. Not super nerdy show funny. Hey Diva, how we doing? Um, but it's like pretty good. And I'm thinking, all right, maybe these audition people are going to come in and ask questions at some point. I don't know. So they all basically do a 5 or 6 minute thing. As soon as the last guy leaves, the trivia mistress, that's our name for her. She basically says something to the effect of, "I'm glad I brought extra questions." And I'm thinking, what? Why? And she said because, and I overheard her say this, because she let one of the auditionees use one set of the questions that she had. And I'm like, say what? All right. I mean, maybe it was just a thing they do where they just invite people up and let them read off the questions and so on and so forth. So then we get to the trivia show, and right before they do that, the waitress announces, all right, so it's $6 PBR or $6 green drinks, and it caught my attention. It's like green drink, okay, and apparently, what this is a mixed drink that uses Jameson's, and they put enough stuff in it to make it taste like green tea. That's how she described this. And I'm thinking, really? You're taking Jameson's and you're going to make it taste like green tea? I'm like, there is something still wrong with this picture to me. But I'm like, all right, whatever. And no, I did not order it because I still had my one from the bartender upstairs I was working on. Plus, my lips were still killing me from the pepper. So I sit down at the bar stool, making sure I'm out of everybody's way. Okay. The first thing she says out of her mouth is it's a happening now type of category, and I'm like, okay, current events. And she starts to read the question. Before she even gets to the second word of the question, she goes, and if you don't mind, I'm not going to say his name. I'm going to call him 45. And I turn to look at her, and I'm like, what is she talking about 45? And she basically says, because I don't want to say the president's name. And I don't know why this set me off. It's a trivia game. It's a pub quiz game. You don't rewrite the questions because you don't like saying someone. I don't care if you were a Trump fan or not. This is a quiz. This is non-political. This is supposed to be for fun. You don't make that asinine comment. I'm sorry. I got to say it. It just rubbed me completely wrong. Hey, Ty, how is my favorite respect couple doing? Like I said, I don't care whether or not you like the guy. It doesn't matter to me. But it's one of those where, all right, so your question is, what if 45, da 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 da? And I'm like, you screwed the whole question up. If 45, da 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 da, oh, okay, I write down any answer that fits the number 45. And I get away with it. And if you mark me wrong, I'm going to argue, well, you didn't say it was the president you were referring, you just said it was 45. And I'm like, you don't do that in a trivia game. You or a pub game. You put the facts out there, the question out there with whatever facts, and you go with the facts. And it's like, all right, maybe it was just a one-off thing that's gonna flip me the wrong way. Being a guy that runs trivia shows, then for whatever reason, she can't keep control of the crowd. The crowd gets noisier and noisier as the talk between the tables on the tables getting louder. At one point, just in round one, she stops. And she basically reminds everybody, if you can't hear me, that's your own fault. And I'm like, okay, they know the rules. If they don't hear the question, they're in trouble. And I'm like, you don't stop the game to redo that unless somebody just doesn't completely understand. So round one gets through, and all of a sudden everybody has to go hand in their answer cards or answer sheets for round one. After round one, not before, but after, she then announces, oh, and don't forget you still have your joker available, which basically is like double points for that round. And I'm thinking, if I had been playing, I would have been pissed because I'm like, just listening to the questions, I got like 7 out of 8 of them. And I'm like, and if I didn't use my joker then, I'm screwed. So we get to round two. Now, as you guys know, when I get to the What's My Line game or the 5 minutes to a fortune games, I don't do a lot of talking. I just let the screen go. Well, it makes sense here because round two is a music question. So she's sitting back and she would play a clip of a song, and they'd have to answer. They had to answer like the two artists that had collaborated on it, and that was the question, and so on and so forth. So she's sitting there the whole time. She's not having to say a word during all of this. As you guys know, I've been going now for 35 minutes, and I haven't stopped talking about this. This is round two. It has taken us 20 minutes to get this far. 20 minutes, give or take. We get through the music stuff, and she says, right before she begins it, she basically says, and don't forget, I'll play everything twice for you. All right, that makes sense. Twice, you got to hear it, end of story. So she is sitting there on her computer doing whatever. And I'm thinking, all right, it makes sense. All of a sudden, I look down at my watch. Round 2 has been going for about 25 minutes. And we haven't finished the second playthrough of songs. And I'm like, what did I miss? Did I lose some time somewhere? Because that's what I felt like. All right, so she gets through round 2, and she jumps right into round 3. And again, she has this voice. She basically says, "Now everybody be quiet," or that sort of thing. It's not a friendly, funny. You guys got to, if you don't hear the question, I'm pretty sure you're going to get the answer wrong. I mean, that's what I was thinking. And she has no humor in any of this until we get to category 3. And category 3 was actually a pretty funny category. It was something like Saw or Florida. And basically, she gave them 8 ways people died, and you had to tell on your answer whether they died in one of the Saw movies this way, or it really happened in Florida this way. So it sounds like a great category for fun. It really does. Except she reads the questions off, no jokes, no wisecracks, no nothing. And I'm like, how can you not have a joke ready for these? One of them was something about butt injections. Or no, they landed on a pile of syringe needles, which is in the Saw movie. And even if it's the bad joke about him getting the point after he died, see, bad joke is there. She didn't crack one joke. I swear, the time I was there, this woman smiled 0 times. I swear, no smile on her face. She was not enjoying herself. And she says she's been doing this for 7 weeks. I think they just started this like 7 weeks ago at Blueberry Hill. At this point, I'm like, I look down at my watch. It's freaking 9:15. It is 9:15. So I have been there for an hour and 45 minutes. No wisecracks, no jokes, no fun. So before I go, I catch the one guy that's playing by himself. And I ask him, is this game always this pace? And he goes, yeah, this is pretty up tempo for it for this show. And my jaw just kind of dropped. And I'm looking around, and one guy sitting next to me, he just kind of nods. And he just goes, yeah, it's about how fast it goes. 3 rounds, an hour and 15 minutes. This was the part of the story where I actually posted it on Instagram. Dr. Jekyll actually replied, and he dared me to go take over. He actually dared me to go take over. And I couldn't do it. Because I didn't want to get thrown out because they still had my credit card for the bar tab. So, yeah, it's basically have what they call a green drink the bartenders wouldn't tell me about. The pub quiz was very slow. The lady that's hosting it at this location, no smiles, no laughs, no nothing. At that point, I'm like, dude, I cannot make it through 8 rounds of this with these people. At that point, it was like, all right, I'm heading upstairs, paying my bar tab, and I'm getting out of there. So I head up there to pay my bar tab, and he starts to walk away, and I'm like, wait. I want to spend money. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think about that. So it was like I had to whistle to get him back around. And in the process, he almost, and this is the one thing I buy at any place I actually go, is basically I buy shot glasses. That's my thing now. So I actually picked that up. And they almost let me go without buying one. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. So, in terms of a restaurant and a collectible place, Blueberry Hill is fantastic. Although I've seen a lot of bad reviews saying they've been resting on their laurels with their food. As a bar, mm-mm. Now as a concert venue, I think it might be a lot better, but I didn't go into the duck room. I think the furthest I got was the Pac-Man room, which was actually pretty cool. Nothing elaborate to it. It just basically had one console, Pac-Man console, and the Pac-Man motif on the wall, and that was about it. But yeah, like I said, so Chris, I don't know if you got lucky when you went. When I went, it was kind of it was not Valhalla bad, but it was damn close. It was damn close, but that was because I was by myself, so that may have something to do with it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, nobody has gotten the four-letter word of the night, and I'm not surprised because word number 3 is not a common word. Word number 3 is not a very common word. It is a word, but it is not a common one. So word number 3 does not surprise me. It is actually a variant spelling, a legitimate spelling of roux, R-O-U-X. So this one, I kind of figured this one was going to throw everybody. I really did. That one, I had a hunch was going to be the hard one that nobody got. So yeah, I kind of picked it because I kind of wanted to get it out of the way as well, so that it was no longer in my line of fire, and I can get rid of that board. Well, see, Chris, like I said, the reviews say it's gone downhill. They basically rested on their laurels, and I have a feeling if I'd been participating in the trivia, I might have been a little more interested. But like I said, the trivia mistress, she just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And like I said, I think they only started doing that there like 6 or 7 weeks ago. So yeah, as a restaurant slash bar, I think it's really good. As a person that likes collectibles, it's absolutely fantastic. As a bar, not so much. Not so much. So it's kind of one of those where my highlight of the night was the vinyl store. Because if I do buy somebody a Christmas gift, I know what I'm buying them. Although the drop mix is making it kind of hard for me to say drop mix in this, because I know she would like the drop mix if I get it. So it's one of those cases where I kind of won and I kind of lost. It was a win lose situation in my regard. And yes, vintage vinyl. I'd gone to vintage vinyl. I'd gone to the comic book shop that was just down the block from it, and then I went to Blueberry Hill, and I think I walked a little bit along. I think I walked a little bit along Del Mar, but not that far. And I probably wish I had, because like I said, I think I was looking for. I was looking. I was actually comparing it to the bar scene in Austin. I'll tell you right now, bar scene wise, Austin wins hands down. No offense to St. Louis, I love St. Louis, but Austin pretty much kicked its butt in terms of the bar scene. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So with that, it is time to get things started with me and Daniel Cooney, dead Daniel Cooney. And like I said, if anybody here knows anybody at Blueberry Hill, I'm going to say I'm apologizing that I ripped into you guys that bad, but it really did deserve it. It really did deserve to get ripped into that much. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, with that, it's time to get started with the list. And tonight's list, I went back to a little something that I haven't done in a while. No. Don't apologize for it, nerdy. It's one of those where it's like, dude, I really like it. And like I said, it will probably be her Christmas gift. The Thai roll and the ice cream shop were both closed. Because I was going to go in the ice cream shop, but they were closed. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I'm going to get back to a little something I haven't done in a while with the list. I have been doing a lot of topical lists lately. So tonight, I figured I had to get back to a few word lists. Tonight. And for list number 1 tonight, oh, cool, Twisted, cool. For list number 1 tonight, I decided I was going to go with false blank. I'm going to go with false blank for the list tonight. All right, Twisted already on the board with false prophet. Sea chicken, false teeth. False accusations, no. False leads, no. False flag from Walrus. Red Walrus. False identification. No, I'm not going to give you that one. That one I'm not going to give you, little French lady. As much as I could, that one I'm not giving you. Falsehood, no. False hair. False hair. It's all real, buddy. All real. That's why it's covered tonight. False start, false or fact. Teeth is already off, Herschel. Let's see, what do we got? False hair, false alarm, false start. No, all goods, but not what we are looking for. now on to the other things. And I haven't seen them in here tonight, so I have to say to Harley and Mr. J, well done, my friend. Well done, Mr. J. I was kind of surprised I didn't hear a scream from her, which is what I was hoping to hear on the video recap, but I didn't see it. There we go. Little French lady. Nobody stole it from you. I am surprised. Nobody took identity from you. Or no, Show took identity from you. Your own couch guy took it from you. I think Show's going to be sleeping on the floor tonight. Hey, File, how are we doing, my friend? False accusation? Nope. False witness, false modesty. Walrus with... I almost missed that one, Walrus. I even read it right off. False witness. I just had. Oh, so again, so Harley, Dr. J, major props. Congratulations, my friend. I wish you both the well of enjoyment in the asylum that you are in. So you will now be, what's the word I'm looking for? Ball and chained in the asylum. That's the word I was looking for. I couldn't resist. I know it was kind of bad, but I had to say it. False pret. What is false pret? See, Show, you can't always use the short ones, or I'm not going to take them. Ask the little French lady. She just got burned on the ID/identity. Let me look. I want to make sure I didn't miss one somewhere. Oh, I did miss one. No, I didn't. I got that one. Duh. No, okay, I did not get that one. Did not get that one. Okay, so the others have not been named according to the search. One thing I do like about Mozilla, it actually works in the search and it doesn't lock up on me. All right, bear with me 1 minute, guys. Falsies. But yeah, like I said, St. Louis's bar scene needs work. I think everybody's down in Chesterfield now, so it was, But yeah, like I said, so I go over to Vintage Vinyl, and I see the 2 copies of the Rocky Horror Picture Show albums, and it's like, you don't know how hard it was not to buy those 2. Those 2 alone would have set me back like $40. And then the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 album was $20. And that was another one I'm like, this, I have it in my hands, and I'm like, dude, if I go back and it's gone, I'm going to be pissed at myself for not doing it. Let me see. False gods, false Farvid Nugan, false answer, false belief, false account, garden, humility, hope, accent, and pretense. Who you'll say and have a false accent found? False alarm, false feelings. No, so we are not there yet. So yeah, like I said, Tuesday was kind of a mixed day. I kind of should have probably gone over to Fitz's for the restaurant, but I goofed and didn't do that. Now, as for today, as I said, guys, I didn't actually buy you guys anything. Oh, I just saw one. Show getting the false positive. I just saw false positive come up. False testimony, false bottom, false positive, false horse, false truce. Falsetto. I don't think TTO counts as a word. Sea chicken. Oh, Twisted taking my favorite one off the list. I actually like that one out of all of them. A false sense of security. All right, so that only leaves us with 2. And I will say of the 2, number 4 may be the hardest. All right, so again, I didn't go out and buy you guys anything today. I actually stopped off at one of my shops. And for those of you that don't know, I am a huge Eagle Moss fan. To me, Eagle Moss makes the greatest miniatures around. Yeah, I can go around and buy the big 12-inch figures for myself. But why should I do that when I can buy like a 2 or 3-inch figure that has just as amazing detail? And I mean, Eagle Moss is freaking amazing. I gotta see if I got my X-Acto knife over here somewhere. I actually started trying to clean up, and I misplaced a bunch of stuff. False memory, no. False pretense, no. Not what we were looking for. Now, if you guys know, when I first went over to this shop, oh, Supergirl taking the one I thought was going to be the hardest of the 2. False advertising. Now, you know, the funny thing is I haven't seen Angela Lalauren tonight. So she's actually not going to win a prize out of a list tonight, apparently. Angela, if you are here, say hi. Give me 1 minute. I got to try to get this open without my X-Acto knife. I honestly don't know what I did with it. But again, I am a huge Eagle Moss fan. And the first time I went to this store, every store I go to, that's the first thing I look for. Is I literally, every store I go to, just ask Nerdy, when we hit the first comic book shop, he's hitting the comics and the other thing. I'm already over in the statues looking to see if they've got any Eagle Moss figures. And I just broke my pen. Well, she doesn't feel bad because she's already given away one of them. I already know she's giving away one. I got to get an address from somebody. All right. But when you got to be kidding me. I have to do a repair job on it. That sucks. This is why I always wish I had the X-Acto knife. Oh, actually, no, I don't have to do a repair job. I think it fits right in there. I think. Shit. Now I got to find the part. Ha! Great. It did not sit. So we actually picked up Nightcrawler from the Eagle Moss figures. And after the show, I got to find his tail because it kind of just bounced somewhere. So I have to fix that. And the second one I picked up because I've been wanting for a while. And ironically, today was the day that I just really should have. I really, really thought it was a perfect purchase. All right, nope, not there yet, guys. So we still haven't seen the last false phrase. For those of you that don't follow, today in particular, everybody was having fun, kind of imitating Liquid Lola's blue hair buns. Well, it just so happened that Dr. Jekyll pulled it off last, and it was absolutely hilarious. But this is one of those pieces that I've been wanting for a while. And I will be honest, Lola, I was going to go by Party City and try to find the blue wig and put it on, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. All right, bear with me, because this is going to bug the living daylights out of me if I open this and another piece snaps off. Like I said, I gotta find the tail now for Nightcrawler, which is going to suck in this lighting. It is really going to suck in this lighting. Hey, Mr. Mayor, how you doing, my friend? I thought I'd put everything back here behind my screen, but apparently I did not. So like I said, I feel bad being out of the shot so much. I really, really, really need to find this thing. I don't know where it is. But today I actually also picked up Liquid Lola's favorite character, Wonder Woman. And it's one of those things I have to... damn it. Like I said, finding that tail is going to be a pain now because it was like tiny. It was like really, really tiny. Means I got to bring the light down and getting it looked at. Was that a probably because I got the back door open upstairs for the dogs. So let's see if I can get this thing open without breaking anything on this one. But yeah, the Nightcrawler one I had seen there previously, and I'm sitting there talking to the guy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we probably got like a ton of them in the back that we don't actually put out in the store shop." And I'm like, "Dude, tell your owner if he puts it out in the store shop, I'll be by it pretty much every week to buy one." That's what I told him, pretty much literally. So I go to him and I said, "And as you guys know, I buy you guys the Eagle Moss Batman automobiles." And he's like, "Yeah, I think we might have those somewhere in the back shelves." And I'm like, "Dude, if you would bring out the Eagle Moss pieces, you'd have me in this store more than anybody." And he's like, "Well, just check our eBay store and our website and see what's there." And I was like, "All right, I'll do that." All right, that one came out fine. That one actually came out fine. So basically for myself, I picked up Wonder Woman with her shield and her sword. Basically, she's the Amazon Wonder Woman. Which means the only piece I'm missing to complete... I like the false eye one. That one I do like. And for some reason, I forgot to move my chat down. There we go. So basically, the only thing I am missing to complete a DC set right now is one bishop. We got one bishop left, and I'll actually have a complete DC set. So I could mix my Marvel and my DCs, but I don't really want to do that just yet. Because I'm talking with the guy, and he's like, Yeah, dude. He's like, I had my and he even told me he's like he had his hands on an oracle, and the oracle pieces are like impossible to get. Like from the Batman One series, he said you can still get the Batman on the searchlight, the skylight. You cannot find Oracle or Commissioner Gordon. They're not available. And he's like, I think they kind of, he says, I think they might have redone her in set two, but he says he can't guarantee it. And I'm like, I got to go back and look. What about the Google Wonder Woman or the eBay Wonder Woman? You lost me. You lost me, Chris. So yeah, like I said, it is basically Oracle's the one I'm like, if I find Oracle, I'm honestly not going to care about the price simply because you can't find it. Oh, DMK finishes it off. I had saw ceiling, I had saw floor, I had saw wall, and it was like nobody was going with the false front. Plain and simple, false front is what we were looking for. So we had false witness. Did you mention the Amazon Wonder Woman? You did mention. Oh, um, well, that's kind of her. That's she's more the Amazonian version of Wonder Woman, just with the shield with the stars on it. Um, there's another one where she's actually got the lasso out, and that's going to be one I'm going to add eventually. But like I said, I told this guy, or I was talking to the shop owner, and I went into the store, and he's like, "Yeah, I got one other guy." He basically brings in a list of what he needs, and he basically has to talk to the owner, and the owner will say, "I might or might not have that one in the back somewhere." Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. Zing over my head tonight. Over my head. Yeah, the Google Wonder Woman. I got you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. With that, it is time to find out who's getting the small tonight and who's getting one number off the vault. And I think the vault is getting close. What are we down to? 2, 8. We're down to 32 combinations on the vault. That's what we're down to, is 32 combinations on the vault. All right, so let's see what we've got. We got Show with 3, Twisted with 2, Red Walrus with 2, DMK with 1, Supergirl with 1, and Tuna Fish with 1. It is time to find out which one of our false answers is going to ring true for a prize. See, I kind of had to work that in there. And Show basically got number 5, number 6, and number 7. So he got false pretenses, false identity, and false positive. And little French lady's going to slap Show for stealing false identity from her. So we're going to find out if Show's prize winning, or the fact that Show's getting a prize, comes out as a false positive. Oh, it is indeed a false positive. Nothing for Show on that one. All right, Show, you got 2 left, so we got to do one more of yours. And since you stole one from your lady, we're going to find out if Show's false identity steals the prize from little French lady. It does not. So Show down to 1. And we turn our attention to Twisted. Twisted feeling a little more confident. Two answers off the board. So he's got a 1 in 4 chance. Is he getting a false sense of security? He is getting a false sense of security. So Twisted down to 1. And that means the only other person with 2 possibles is the other Knucklehead, and that is Walrus. And I don't have a joke for it, other than I don't even have a joke for it. I was trying to come up with one. False flag. Is a false flag winning slot for red. It is a fake out. It is a total fake out, which means Walrus, DMK, Twisted, Supergirl, Show, and Sea Chicken all have a 1 in 6 chance of either getting a vault or getting a small prize. And we're going to start, as we always do, where we started with the doubles. Show. Is Show's false pretenses going to cost him? Oh, Show getting a shot at the vault tonight. So Show will be getting the vault, and it's time to find out who's getting the prize. And who did we go after that? We went with Twisted after that. Twisted giving us the religious iconic false prophet. Oh, hell, false prophet. Are you as bad as Jeff the God of Biscuits? Oh, and just like, see, I say Jeff the God of Biscuits, and it's a prize winning slot. Twisted claiming the small prize, and Show will be claiming a shot at the vault. All right, so bear with me. I think I did not open the small prize pile. So bear with me 1 minute. Treasure hunt, that's what I was looking for. And again, this will... Who blasphemed him? It must have worked. The power of Jeff worked because Twisted won off of it after I cracked the joke. Correct? Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. All right, it'll take a couple of moments for this to load up, so bear with me, Twisted. Eric, it depends. It's whatever Twisted picks and what's in the vault. We don't tell until it's won. Speaking of which, Fox, I know you're not here. Somebody please remind Fox that I do need his address so I can send him this. And no, it's not a box. Well, it is a box, but there's an actual figure in it. Basically, S Fox got the WrestleMania 15, I think. Yeah, WrestleMania 15 Undertaker figure. That is from WrestleMania 15, where they started. That's when they actually started looking at his winning streak. That was the point where they started talking about how he was undefeated at WrestleMania. It was either 14 or 15, even though one was actually by disqualification. Can you believe they were going to have him lose to Giant Gonzalez at one point? It's like, what the hell are you thinking? The man that wears a bodysuit, literally. All right, so with that, Twisted, you are going to get one of the small prizes on the board. I think it is caught up, but I'm not going to guarantee it. So, Twisted, from you, we need a number between 1 and 161. And like I said, guys, there's a reason I tell you guys to follow the Instagram account and everything else. For those of you that don't know, Callie just actually won a prize last week due to Nerdfest because she was able to guess where I was. And if you guys haven't seen Callie's account, her prize, she's already posted her prize and what she is getting. It just got to her today. And the only reason I aimed her to ask her if she'd gotten it is because I know California is kind of iffy on postage at times. So again, if you guys do win a prize, please, please, please post it on your Instagram accounts and just tag Listwits or tag me and put the hashtag Listwits in the comments and let everybody know what you get. For instance, Fallen could probably do a whole shelf full of prizes. Oh, and Twisted will be getting some of our comics. So Twisted will be getting some of our comics. Let me find the right set of them. This is actually the complete set. As soon as I find the right one. There it is. This is actually from Nerdy. This is one of those ones that Nerdy had sent me. There we go. Got the moth. This is one that Nerdy actually sent me, and it actually came with all 5 of the first issues. I don't know if there are any more after it, but it is basically Image Comic issue number 1, Image Comic number 2, Image Comic. Actually, I think there are 6 of them in here. Actually, there are 6 of them in here. Number 3, number 4. Oh, actually, that's 2. That's 3. Oh, there we go. That's number 3. That's number 4. Issue number 5, which I think is my favorite cover of these. That's just got that creepy vibe to it that I really like. And number 6. So there are actually 6 of them in here. So Twisted will be getting all 6 of these. I'm going to bag them back up. And I don't know where my comic book boards went to. I think they're down here. But I will bag them and put the comic boards in there so they're stiff. And then they will come to you twisted in an envelope with the big do not fold marker on them. And if my post office folds them, I'm going to kill them. Plain and simple. All right, so that's Twisted. And like I said, Shell, Aphasia, Angela, Chris, Spaceman, Stephen, S. Fox, I got your packages here. It's just a question of whether I'll get them out this weekend or next weekend. It's one of the two. And yeah, happy level up day, Little Twisted. That sounds so wrong to say it that way. Yeah, Little Twisty. I like that one better. That sounds better. Little Twisty. All right, show. So it is now your turn, my friend. And with that show, oh, I went too far. So with that show from you, my friend. But yeah, like I said, the worst thing was today I was going to actually go to Party City and go pick up the blue wig. Um, everybody else was doing the photographs for Lola. I'm like, I'm going to do it on air. And traffic was just a nightmare. It was a total nightmare. And it was like, the moment I hit that, I'm like, damn it, I'm not going to make Party City. I am really not going to make Party City. All right, show. With that, we need you to pick one of the rows that we're going to remove the incorrect number from. We're going to pick one another. You need to pick. So row 2, row 3, or row 4. No. You're getting the damn dragon statue, my friend. You got the damn dragon statue coming your way. All right. Show wants to know what the second number in the combination is. All right, Show. With that, my friend, the second number definitely in the combination is the 2. So we know the first 2 numbers of the combination are 4, 2. So, Show, we are looking for 4-digit combination for you to lock into the vault. We know the combination is 42 blank blank. What are the last two numbers that we are looking for? Four-two blank blank. And like I said, I already know what the vault prize is because it's sitting over there. All right, 4284 sets the tumblers in motion. Ladies and gentlemen, is the combination to the vault. I got to check something real quick. Bear with me. Is the combination to the vault 4284? No, it is not 4284, which means the vault remains closed for a little bit longer. It's basically you got to get the player slot on the list when we're not doing a closed game, and then whoever gets the player slot basically gets one guess at the vault. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you didn't bribe me with enough of Jeff's biscuits. That's what it is. All right, with that, we're going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm trying to make sure I got everything else closed. Now, again, I have not used this in a while, so I'm hoping everything still works on this one like it's supposed to. It's going to give me a chance to go say hi to Bubbles. But ladies and gentlemen, this is one of those games that has no prizes to it. It is basically a game that you guys will see some numbers for. Only trick is you're only going to see the numbers based on a telephone keypad. So, for instance, the topic here is the one in the example is state capitals. If you punched in 265-826-287 on your keypad, you would get Columbus. And in this case, the answer would be Ohio. So that's what you are going to be trying to look for is what's in the topic. Now, the reason I'm doing this now is because I wanted to test the colors on camera in the process. Yep, I knew the colors were going to be bad, so bear with me. I'm going to fix the colors real quick on the phone so they're at least legible. And I think green is the good text color. Yeah, the green text color always seems to work for some reason. Doo-doo. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So what you're going to see, and I think it runs about 7 times each, is a series of numbers that will flash up on the screen, and you have to determine what TV doctor series these numbers are for. So again, you have to make sure you give me the number, the correct number and the show, or I don't count it. So, for instance, if you think house is one of the answers, you better tell me which one of those 6 you think is house. And while I'm doing that, I am going to move some stuff around up here so I can get to everything else. So again, if you think the TV series is House, you have to tell me which one is House. In this case, all the clues are 2 words. These are not the actual series. These are something that will point you to the actual series. Dr. House number 1, no. Dr. Doolittle number 6, no. And again, I think it runs through about 7 to 15 times. I can't remember right off the top of my head. Nope, not Doogie Howser. So, for instance, if you think number 2, that clue starts with the numbers of 4, so it starts with a G, H, or I. That's all you know. It starts with a G, H, or I. And I just put some stuff down. Well, which one, Eric? Which one do you think is ER? So again, like Twisted put number 6, Dr. Doolittle. So he thinks that whatever clue is at under number 6 points to Dr. Doolittle, which it does not. And I just put some stuff down. Damn, see, I hate it when I do that. This is when you know you're like going slightly senile. As much as I hate to admit it, nope, Yoda, Dr. Quinn is not number 2. Dr. Quinn is not number 2. Now, Dr. Quinn may be up there, may not be up there. I don't know. I just basically picked 6 TV doctor shows. And basically, this is a clue of some sort to one of those shows. Oh, I know what I forgot to bring down here today. Damn it. I actually forgot to bring down some Halloween stuff today. It's sitting up on the couch, and I meant to do it. All right, that's garbage. Garbage bag. No. St. Elsewhere is not number 5. Grey's Anatomy, not number 2, and not number 3. Oh, I am very, very unhappy right now. I think that's part of it. When the tail came off of Nightcrawler, I kind of got upset. Told you I had my good days and my bad days. Yoda is correct. Number 3. Oh, I got the wrong clicker point, so I gotta wait for it to come back up. Number 3 is Michaela Quinn in Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. And I did see number 2, Gregory House from a House MD. Now, because you got a couple of them, there will be a gap between number 1 and number 4, just to let you know. Hill Street Blues was a cop show. It was a cop show. Ah, damn it. That's gonna bug me now that the tail came off. And it's like really, really tiny, so I gotta find it. All right, so we are down to 4 of them. I know I heard it hit something, so hopefully it's up by the TV. You guess 1, 3, 4, 5 is Grey's Anatomy. Doesn't work that way, DMK. Doesn't work that way. Now, the one I think is the hardest one is number 5. I think number 5 is the hard one. Nope, number 6 is not Grey's Anatomy. Now, see, the funny thing is, you guys, at some point, you guys will just start guessing. You'll put a number and a show together. The number and a show together. The question is, can you put the right number and show together before the timer finishes? Basically, what it is like at some point after number 6 disappears, number 1 will not show back up, and that's how I know when the game's actually kind of over. I think the total time on this is, let me see. I think the total time on this, not counting the break that I'm in at the moment, is, oh, bear with me. Yeah, so this could actually go like, it basically, if you guys don't guess anything, it literally could run about 27 minutes, so 30 minutes at most. But I never go that long. Basically, at some point, I will basically stop and say, okay, that's as far as I'm going. That's what the extra timer is on the actual game window for me. And yeah, like I said, you're going to hear me moving some small stuff around, and I'm going to apologize for that. I want that tail piece back. Sounds wrong when I say it, doesn't it? Because I honestly don't know where it bounced to. Kind of sucks having a nightcrawler that doesn't have a tail in his derriere. What I'll have to do is I'll have to like get this light like at some point and just right down there and just go through everything and pray I can find it. Nope, 6 is not Star Trek: The Next Generation. Nice try though. I like that one. That would have been a good one to use because you never know. This might have been the Doctor from Star Trek: The Next Generation, but is not. Nope. MASH is not number 6. Doctor Who is not number 1. Number 2 is already off the board, Eric. Private Practice can't be there. So again, ladies and gentlemen, that is what we are looking for. You guys are seeing the number code for something related to a TV Doctor series. And if you saw what 2 and 3 are, you should be able to figure out what the pattern on the list is. So your trick is to get those numbers written down as fast as you can and then go through with them. Number 6, nope, Hawkeye Pierce is not the TV series. Number 6 is not the TV series. So again, that's what we're looking for. You see the numbers come up. They can be solved using a standard telephone keypad. So again, we had this one was Gregory House, so the actual number was 4734679. And Gregory House is actually on House MD. You had Michaela Quinn, Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. So you can probably guess what the numbers are turning into. So this is one of those games where it basically allows me to talk about this, that, and the other thing while you guys are guessing, because I actually don't have to be on the screen to do anything. And I actually got this one off the 5 Minutes to a Fortune game. I think I reverse engineered it, though. I think I reversed a 5 Minutes to a Fortune game and something out of Games Magazine. And I can't remember which 5 Minutes to a Fortune game I used, though. Because I actually have a few of them that are based on a lot of my mini games are based around the British 5 Minutes to a Fortune game. We got the numbers game. We have the math equation game. Nope, number 4 is not St. Elsewhere, Yoda. Number 4 is not St. Elsewhere. We have the next letter game. All right, cool, Fox. That's what I was waiting for. Is waiting to see if I can get your address. I'm gonna try to get yours and shows out this weekend because while I still have enough money in my bank account, so I'm going to try to get yours twos out in particular this weekend because it's going to take longer to get to you guys. So I actually have to wrap all the show stuff up. And then yours, I think I have a box that it will fit, so that shouldn't be a problem. And I'm trying to remember, Chris. Great. The active wife's already told me she's going to delay my packages. I didn't need to know that. All right, we are at 15 and a half minutes, so we're going to go about another 3. About another.
I already told you about it. It was the superheroes. And also,
Oh, no. I go to the post office early.
Also, I'm dropping the vehicle off at to get the shimmy shake out.
Oh, all right. Well, then the packages may be delayed, depending on whose account she uses to pay for that. All right. So, wow, nobody's come close on the other 4 yet. Nobody has come close on the other 4. I am surprised. It might be the hemp lube. I don't know. It just might be. Yeah, like I said, because Nerdy almost forgot that I actually gave him the 1. So I found that kind of funny because he's like, I'm used to that where when we tell stories, there's always something that ends up like getting
Forgotten?
not forgotten. It's just de-timelined. It always gets de-timelined. Nope, it is not General Hospital for number 4, DMK.
X-Files.
All right, so we're down to a minute and a half. Or a minute 40. We're down to a minute 40. I don't know if X-Files counts as a TV doctor series.
She was a doctor.
Well, yeah, she was a doctor, but I don't know if that counts as a TV doctor series.
What about Bones? Was that
I don't know. Go watch the show. See, even Bubbles don't know what these ones are because I think I've had these on file forever, and I've never actually used them.
Yeah, I don't look at your files.
All right, so we're down to. Actually, we just hit the timer, ladies and gentlemen. We just hit the timer. All right, so I do actually have to wait for them to come up. Number 4 is Peter Benton from ER. Number 4 was Peter Benton from ER. That's what we were looking for number 4. Number 1. I can't believe nobody even tried that one. Nobody tried that one. Benjamin Hawkeye Pierce from MASH. So we had Benjamin Hawkeye Pierce from MASH, Gregory House from House MD, Donald Westfall from St. Elsewhere. And then we just have to wait for the last one to show up. And like I said, it's one of those where I kind of have to wait between. And number 5. Now I'm going to be interested if anybody knows this one before I even click on it. Does anybody know which TV doctor series Meryl Bobelit is from? I'm curious to know if anybody knows where that one's from. Meryl Bobelit. I'm just curious to know to see who watched this show. Meryl Bobelit was from the FX series Nip Tuck. And yes, it counted because even though it was plastic surgery, it's still a doctor show. It was an evil doctor show, but it was a doctor show. So that did count as my doctor shows. So again, that's like one of my favorite little interlude games. I just did it again. I put stuff down. And I forget where I put stuff. Oh, I broke that pen. That's what it was. The one from St. Elsewhere was Donald Westfall. Donald Westfall. So we actually had Benjamin Pierce from MASH, Gregory House from House MD, Michaela Quinn, Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, Peter Benton from ER, Meryl Bobelit from Nip Tuck, and Donald Westfall from St. Elsewhere. So that's basically how this is one of my little 5-minute to a fortune games that we run every so often. But I know that's why you guys aren't actually here. You guys are here to try to win stuff. All right, so I can close that and not save it. And I need my notebook and my pen so I can do list number 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this one does not have a vault to it, so the player slot is pretty much, there's no point to the player slot. This one is strictly for the small prize. And well, some people do and some people don't. Some people do and some people don't. To me, that's one of those games I like because if I really, really have to step away, that's my chance to do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oop, wrong size. I gotta shrink my text. It is time for list number 2. And for list number 2, again, I decided to stick with the word games tonight. List number 2 is Come on. Horse phrases. List number 2 are words and phrases that contain the word horse. It can be anywhere in the phrase. I'm not going to give you any clues in that regard. It can be at the start of the phrase. It can be at the middle of the phrase. It can be at the end of the phrase. Whereas on the false phrase, everything started with false because it said false blank. In this case, horse is anywhere. All right, so let's see what we got. We got don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Nope. Yoda taking my favorite one already. I really liked Horse and Buggy. I thought Horse and Buggy was going to last. Walrus with get off your high horse. I would have taken climb on your high horse. I would have taken either one of them. Let's see. Hey, coach, how we doing? Horsing around won't count fox because it's got the ing on it. Horse manure, nope. Cart before the horse. Horse before the cart. You know it goes the other way around when you get it wrong, right? Did anybody pick Sarah Jessica Horse Spacery? No, Sarah Jessica Horse Spacery. Horse of a different color. Do I have that one in here? No, I do not have that one in there. Horse apples. Nope. Horseshoe. Not what we are looking for. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking for words and phrases that contain the word horse. That's all your only clue for the next 17 minutes. Is it contains the word horse either at the start, middle, or end. I'm going to give you that one, Walrus. I'm going to give you that one. Although the phrase is actually, I could eat a horse. I'm going to let Walrus slide on that one. He beat you to it, Delve. He just beat you to that one. An American Horser Story with the evil SJP. The evil SJP, an American Horser Story. Yes, we call her evil. Eric with hold your horses or hold one's horses. Although I kind of broke my rules with that one because I pluralized the S. Herschel is an evil man because he wants to beat a dead horse. Oh, let me get Eric's names written down right. Filling a show with the dark horse. The dark horse or the dark horse candidate. I would have taken either one. that is for the Mayor Furburger show, Mayor. That no. That show that does not happen on this show. You know better than that. Who got it? Show. Bet on the wrong horse. Walrus with the easy. I really thought that one was going to come off early. So we are down to 2. Let me see. I know I haven't seen that one. And I know I haven't seen that one because I'm basically looking for a couple of keywords. Once I see the keywords, I'll know who gets it. So we are down to 2 horse phrases. We are down to 2 horse phrases. Did I say horse races? I'm trying to think. Now you got me trying to come up with some really bad movies I can put a horse in the title. 2001, A Horse Odyssey? Nah, that doesn't work. Now, because I borrowed. Who did I will tell you guys right now. I've got one list. Um, that I got from somebody. I borrowed somebody's Instagram post to put it together. Or actually, no, it's a set of trivia questions that I'm actually borrowing for one game at some point, just from what they posted on Instagram. And surprisingly, it was not Mayor Furburger's this time. Because Mayor Furburger's put a couple in there I really, really wanted to borrow, but I couldn't figure out how to translate them to a game show. So yeah, I borrow my ideas from pretty much everywhere. I borrow them from trivia games. I borrow them from pub quizzes. I borrow them from Instagram. What would you like to horse? Because yeah, because what was the one you were doing the little mini rebuses, and I seen one or two, and I was like, damn, I wish I had thought of that for my concentration game. This man right here, he's an unappreciated genius both on and off camera. So if you get a chance to catch him on camera, it's even better. Little French lady getting the Trojan horse. So little French lady with one, show with two, walrus with three again. The Canadians are running the board because Angelo is not here to stop them. Nope, not wild horses. Uh-oh. Rip computer. What? You break your computer? Fox, I told you can't throw the computer in the swimming pool and expect to be able to use it. And you can't queef on it either. You can't do a CMPF or it's going to break as well. I want to go see a DMK. I just don't have. I haven't got the time yet. Um, like I said, because I am hoping it's one of the few ones I do want to see before it goes to the discount theaters. I got to make time to actually go catch it. But Bubbles wants to go do the corn maze Saturday, so I actually have to get the show prepped and ready like Friday or Thursday or Friday, tomorrow or Friday. Because you guys know I do the bowling thing on Friday, so that cuts like 3 hours out of my off time. So I actually have to make time to put the show together. But yeah, I don't know what it is about Philip K. Dick's. I like that one. Lord of the Rings. You forgot Horsey Potter. Horsey Potter. Horsey Potter and the Philly Stone. Let's see what else, what came after the Philosopher's Stone. Um, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Never date a horse. No, because it's going to cost you a fortune in feed. But ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are here, welcome to List Wits. We are the one. I haven't even done one promo tonight. Um, Welcome to List Wits. We are the one and only live interactive game show. We come to you live on Wednesdays on YouTube. We come to you live on Saturdays from Twitch. And for those of you that follow us on one or the other, make sure you follow us on both, because I do have something planned for anybody that is following us on both outlets. I'm not going to tell you what it is. We are currently, I think, at 104 Twitch followers. Ah, I like that one, Yoda. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. I like that one a lot. Never look a gift horror in the mouth. Or anywhere else, to be honest. So we are down to one horse category. Or one horse answer left. And then we're going to wrap things up tonight. We're going to keep it fairly short tonight. Like I said, Tuesday nights, we try to go about 2 hours, 2.5 hours at most. The Saturday shows, we run till I run out of voice for the most part. Or until I run out of complete and total exhaustion. But tonight, it's about a 2-hour show. And like I said, if you caught the early part of the show, this is one of those shows where I really wanted it to work just because of what I saw yesterday, and I was so disappointed in. I actually gave consideration to going to the one on Manchester tomorrow, but I really don't know if I want to go downtown again. I want to watch Night Court. There's no horses in Night Court. There's a bull, but no horses in Night Court. What did I do with my ice? There's my ice. I almost put that one in there. I almost closed the barn after the horse has bolted in there, and I took it out at the last minute for horse and buggy, I think. Hey, coach, watch it. That's my team, you know. That's my team. We got to come back. Like I said, I was disappointed in the offensive output. It's like Kershaw's not been great, and we just couldn't get to him this time. I'm like, ah. Yeah, because there's like if you're a fan of like all the statistics, it basically is like Los Angeles was the #1 team all season offensively and defensively, and Houston was like the #1 team for some other stat. Yeah, I actually have a Houston shirt somewhere. I don't think it's the one I got on tonight. Nope, I don't have the Houston shirt on tonight because I'm kind of like suffering from last night. Nope, Eric, horse and buggy is already off the board. It's right there. And like I said, I apologize for the lettering. The white always seems to come out wrong when I do the stream, unless I move the camera real close. But if I did that, then about the only thing you would see is the actual screen. And like I said, one of my plans is to get a streaming PC or a PC just to stream. And I'm going to have it like running the remote play for the PlayStation. And then I'm basically going to kind of like crop out to just the screen so that's all you see on the Twitch one. And then I put myself in on the overlay part. At least that's the plan. I like how you're thinking, Mayor. I like how you're thinking. Let's see what else we have. Horse feathers hung like a horse. Horse heart strong as horses. Horse pill. Yeah, George. I am one of those guys. I basically ship out to anywhere. If you are a prize winner, like I said, where is he? There's my knucklehead right there. There's my other knucklehead right there. S Fox is on. There's my third knucklehead right there. S Fox is one of my British watchers. I actually have some people that watch from Norway, according to YouTube. but they don't ever really say anything. And they have one of my longer video retentions, so they pretty much watch more of a single episode than anybody, at least in terms of average. Because I think there's like 2 viewers from Norway, but they don't ever really say anything. So I can't like say, "Hey, Norway, welcome to the show," as much as I would like to. Can't dance to Pony in the chat room. Uh, Speaking of which, Mayor, when I know you said it's going to be a while before you're back, are you at any point close to returning on a regular schedule? I'm just curious because, like I said, one of the things I do plug are the great streamers. Red, the Twitch archives only last for 2 weeks. And because I'm pretty much down to one day, it's pretty much there will only be about 2 videos on there at any given time, which really sucks. That's one reason I do want to get the PC so I get more of the videos um, to stay on Twitch. George, this is pretty much the last list of the night. Um, so this is we're going to be pretty much wrapping things up. If you are in the UK, we typically start about 1:30 your time on Wednesdays, 1:30 in the morning. So it'd be 1:30 Thursday morning, and on Saturdays we usually start about midnight your time. And like I said, the Saturday shows pretty much run anywhere from 4 to 5 hours if I have that much energy. This weekend will be a question because, like I said, normally I do some prep work Saturday day. I will literally watch live from PlayStation on Saturdays. Usually Fishy Radio. He's on live from PlayStation and Daily Motion. He's like a 80s and 90s rock DJ or pop DJ. And if he's not playing, I will literally bounce from stream to stream watching pretty much everybody. I may not say anything, but I have sat back and pretty much watched every streamer that streams Saturdays for about an hour minimum before I will like flip over, unless they're just like really, really drama heavy. And then it's like, nope, not interested. So, like I said, that's the one thing. Again, if you guys are streamers, support the good streamers. Support the guys that give you fun, entertainment, positivity. Mayor Furburger, for instance, Dr. Jekyll on Thursdays, Average Ninja on Fridays, Nerdy Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, Ron on Fridays, Moneymaker on Tuesdays, Norvis and his spiders, for the lack of a better word at the moment. Every Thursday prior to Dr. Jekyll, Mr. J and Harley are, I think, up until Halloween, are every Tuesday and Sunday. And yeah, Fluffy's in there. I haven't seen Fluffy stream in forever, though, Eric. That's my problem. It's like I would love to say hi, drop in on Fluffy, but I haven't seen her streaming in ages. Like I said, if you guys have a fun stream, an entertaining stream, you're not a drama stream, I will plug you left and right. Oh, well, see, like I said, yesterday I was kind of out doing the pub quiz, which was a total disaster. So yeah, I missed a lot of everybody yesterday. What difference does it make when you stream? It's one of those where if you've got a schedule, you can get everybody to say, oh, it's 8 o'clock in the evening. I now need to go watch Kevin, for instance. It's one of those where if you've got a schedule, it helps, Kevin. It really does. All right, we have hit the timer. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, for number 6, I will tell you this is like the ultimate poem, or is part of an ultimate poem. How many were playing? There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 tables. Think. I think there were 11 tables, which had anywhere from 1 to 6 people. So I would say, at my guess, there were about 45 people there. There were about 45 people there, um, in that regard. All right. So for number 6, it is about a poem. It is also about, how do I put this? How do I put this? The ultimate trade. It's the ultimate trade. But there are certain streamers, like I said, that I will plug the hell out of. There are certain streamers I enjoy that I will not plug. Twisted is a good one. Twisted is enjoyable 99.999% of the times, and you never know what he's going to actually do. Like when he shaves his eyebrows, or flashes the screen, or lets it all hang out. Although I do miss Twisted Tales. I do miss Twisted Tales. I haven't seen a good Twisted Tales episode in a while. But I think because I've been like sleeping early since I've gotten back from vacation. Um, or peanut butter nips with cigarettes. Well, yep. All right. So this is like the ultimate trade. And I will tell you, the last word is horse. The last word is horse. But again, ladies and gentlemen, we are here every Wednesday night on YouTube. We're here every night, every Saturday night on Twitch, barring an active work, active God, or active wife. And like I said, this Saturday may be active wife, because I don't know how much show prep I'm actually going to be able to squeeze in this week. Your non-existent stream, Kay. You did one, and then I never saw you do another one. I saw one, and I never saw you do another one. And there were a lot of good streamers I miss. Pool Table Lady hasn't been on in a while. Fluffy apparently was streaming last night, and I missed it. Foxy Lady hasn't streamed in a while. Army and Supergirl are off and on now. Big KU speaks only facts. That's all anybody speaks. Coach, you're getting in the right direction. It's not a bag of coins for a horse, but you got the right format for number 6. Think royalty. So think royalty. The ultimate trade for royalty. But basically, every Wednesday night we give away a couple of small prizes. And then every Saturday night we actually give away a couple of smalls and a couple of the larges. And like I said, if you get the vault or the mystery word, and there is a new mystery word that has been added to the List Wits show, you actually get one of the vault prizes. And the vault prizes are pretty much something that's much more elaborate, or something that I see. Okay, you getting it. It is My Kingdom for a Horse. Close enough, KU. I'm giving you that one. I would give up my kingdom for a horse. It is basically the ultimate trade. And like I said, it's a poem, a song for it. I can't remember what else. Like I said, that's why I was like the ultimate trade, and then I had to throw the royal family out there because it was the only other thing I could think of that wouldn't give it away. All right, so we have Bet on the Wrong Horse, Climb on or Get Off One's High Horse. That was Walrus. Eric with Hold One's Horses. And like I said, that was one I kind of broke my own rules for because I don't usually put plurals in there. Walrus also getting, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Little French lady making sure she gets one before show does tonight with the Trojan horse. Big KU giving us My Kingdom for a Horse. Yoda with Horse and Buggy. Walrus with I Could Eat a Horse. I gave a little leniency on Walrus on that one. Show with the Dark Horse. And Herschel with Flog or Beat a Dead Horse. Everything is plural. That's true. All right. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to find out who is getting the second and final small prize of the evening. And let's see, Walrus had the most with 3, and then the Canadians pretty much with 5 of the 10 topics. You guys letting the Canadians run away with it again. Shame, 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 shame. All right, Walrus. Actually, no. The Canadians was 6 because I forgot Little French Lady. All right, so we're going to start with Walrus. And if he wins, I want somebody to push him off his high horse. Is the high horse... Well, wait a minute. I goofed. I forgot to do something. All right, there we go. Are we going to push Walrus off his high horse? And then Walrus comes crashing to the ground. Yeah, and Walrus said you can have his prize. Not quite. I know better. I know Walrus better than that. All right, Walrus, you still got 2 left. You've got... Let's go with I Could Eat a Horse, because they're gonna like stuff as many feet in your mouth as they can. Did Walrus get it with I Could Eat a Horse? No, Walrus did not get it. So the Canadians are down to 1, 2, 3, 4 chances left. And we turn our attention to Sho Kazuki, who had Bet on the Wrong Horse and the Dark Horse. And Dark Horse, Sho is never a dark horse when it comes to prizes. Like I said, I still got the box over there. I'm going to start bubble wrapping stuff tomorrow. Is Dark Horse our prize winner? No, it is not. Sho saw letters start to appear, and he's like, I got it, I got it, I got it. Damn it. I don't have it this game. All right, so Sho with 1, Eric with 1, Walrus with 1, Little French Lady with 1, Big KU, Yoda, and Herschel. And we always start the singles with whoever had the most in the original. So Walrus can lead a horse to water, but will he make him a prize winner? It will not. So Walrus, no prize for Walrus on this one. And we turn our attention to Mr. Sho Kasugi. And it is always a bad idea to bet on the wrong horse because you never win at the window. But in this case, the window is still a bad bet for Sho. Sorry, Sho. No prize for you on that one. All right, so we got Eric, Little French Lady, KU, Yoda, and Herschel. Now, I know Little French Lady is Canadian. Eric, KU, Yoda. I know Yoda's not. So I got to ask Eric, KU, and Herschel. Are any one of the 3 of you guys Canadian? I got to ask. All right, while we're waiting for an answer, we're going to see if our other Canadian takes it with the prize hidden in the Trojan horse. Is the prize hidden in the Trojan horse? Oh, there it is. Little French Lady scores with the Trojan horse. It was basically... Well, see, because I was going to save the Canadian one till the end, but I figured while I was waiting, I figured I might as well just do the Canadian ones all together. Because I know I can stick little French ladies prize in Show's box. So basically, they get one letter between them, plain and simple. All right. So with that, little French lady gets to choose. The game is rigged. No, it's one of those where it's like if I had to pick somebody, and it's not because I don't love my Canadian viewers, it costs me a hell of a lot less to ship to you guys in the States than it does to ship to Canada. Trust me. Damn it, Dr. Jekyll. Ah. Oh. Right when I take the drink, Dr. Jekyll just nearly makes me go alcohol abuse. Ah. All right, little French lady. With that, my dear, number 12's already been off the board. So, because that one is going, number 12 is already off the board. It's already up there to Twisted. No, normally I can get away with it, Twisted. Normally I can get away with it. That one got me. That one got me, though. That's why the screen is here, because I've had it happen before, and I'll like duck behind the screen just to put the liquid back in the cup. But that one got me because I was not expecting it. All right, little French lady. She's going to stick with the top row. She's going to stick with number 7 for little French lady. She is getting the Gargoyles DVD. Bear with me 1 minute. I have all my DVD prizes in the same spot. Oh, right there. It's actually right on top. So little French lady is getting the Gargoyles animated special edition complete first season. Now I'm going to warn you, I haven't tested this, so I don't know how good it is. I may test it before. I'll try to test it before I ship it, just to make sure it works. But it is literally one DVD, two DVDs. So it is 2 DVDs of the first season of Gargoyles. And for those of you that don't know, it's basically voiced by by a lot of the Star Trek: The Next Generation guys. Show, what are you going to trade for it though, Show? I know you're not trading the dragon. Although no, I'll take that back. She's probably going to claim the dragon off of you. Knowing little French lady, she'll demand a swap for the dragon. So give me 1 minute. I gotta move some stuff around so I can pull out Show's prize box. Right now, just so you guys can see what I actually do ship, even to Knucklehead Land. Okay, because I haven't bubble wrapped it yet. So basically, going to the show household is the gargoyles, the talking rocket raccoon, which I think is off at the moment. Yeah, he's off at the moment.
No need to be so bossy.
And so I think Show's going to try to trade you the Rocket Raccoon for the Gargoyles DVD, Little French Lady. And Show got this one, the dragon statue. Oh, you can say KU. Everybody does anyway. So that is actually in one box for Show. No, it's on a flat table, so it's in good hands. Um, I'm probably going to start wrapping things up tomorrow because I actually had to go to the post office just for you. 16 feet of bubble wrap is going in that box. 16 feet of bubble wrap is going in that box alone because I plan on using all of it. But ladies and gentlemen, with that, I want to thank you guys for joining us. Like I said, make sure you guys catch us this Saturday on Twitch. And like I said, Lola, I know you're not watching. I was going to try to go to Party City to get the blue wig, and I was going to do the bun thing just for you, and I got sidetracked. Um, Again, those of you that have prizes on the way already, you guys should be getting them, except for Walrus, because he's in Knucklehead Land. I have no idea when the Canadian Post Office will actually get their stuff together. And again, if you guys do get a prize, please post it on Instagram. Tag the same fan or hashtag listwits so I can get the picture and put it over on the Twitch page. Because that's where I'm trying to put all the pictures for the stuff that has been what I would have been happy with the bubble wrap. Yeah, but Chris is even closer than you, KU. Chris is about 45 minutes from me. Um, so again, like I said, Saturday, I have no idea how well the show's going to be put together. Because again, I may go to the Drinking with Geeks to see if this other pub quiz is any better tomorrow. Friday, I got bowling. Saturday, Bubbles wants us to go do the corn maze. So my week is pretty much lined up. I'm going to try to get everything ready for the Saturday show. And like I said, guys, if you haven't followed us on Twitch and YouTube, please follow us. If you follow us on both, and again, I'm basically going to go through, and I'm basically using the Twitch accounts to compare to the YouTube accounts. If you follow us on both, there's going to be more prizes available. I don't know if there'll be big, smalls, games, or anything of that sort. No, 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 no. You don't want to come into this. The studio, other than what you see, is a mess, KU. I guarantee it. Other than what you see on screen, the studio is a complete mess right now. It was funny because Dr. Jekyll basically told me the same thing. He's like, his studio, his institute is a mess, other than what you actually see on camera. And then Nerdy today, he was showing off the drop mix game, and he lowered the camera, and it's like, damn it, I can see a floor. I got boxes from prizes all over the place. So I got some major cleanup I actually have to get done soon in this studio, or I'm going to go stir crazy. I really am. But ladies and gentlemen, with that, I want to thank you guys for joining us. And again, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, check out the webpage, check out the Twitch page. What am I forgetting? Facebook, Instagram, webpage, Twitch page. Follow us on Live from PlayStation. But again, make sure you follow us because, like I said, at some point, for those of you that follow us on Live from PlayStation, and YouTube. We're going to try. We're going to start coming up with some drawing prizes. I think maybe some more T-shirts. I don't know yet. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, as always, as I always say, the best you can do in life is exercise. Exercise this or exercise this is just as important. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wish you guys a good night, and we will see you guys on Saturday on Twitch.
You're watching Lost Wits. If you're playing the right way, just make sure that you tune in to Lost Wits. You're watching Lost Wits. If you're playing the right way, just make sure that you tune in to Lost Wits. You're watching Lost Wits. If you're playing the right way, just make sure that you tune in to Lost Wits. You're watching Lost Wits. If you're playing the right way, just make sure that you tune in